So, starting a YouTube channel is something that I had thought about doing for quite some time. I remember years ago when most of my free time was spent watching YouTube. I remember thinking back then how amazing it would be to be like those in the vlogs that I watched, living life to the fullest, going on amazing adventures, all the while thinking that it's something that I could never really be able to ever do. Or maybe I was just telling myself that. So I have this irrational fear of failure, where I seem to always fixate on the worst possible outcome of almost every decision that I make. So I would tell myself that if I tried, then I would probably end up wasting my time and fail. So being a YouTuber was just another one of those things that I would tell myself that I could never really do, especially as an introvert. I watched a lot of videos in the past with titles like how to start a YouTube channel or how to be successful on YouTube, although these videos didn't really help me. If anything, they made me feel like I really shouldn't bother trying at all. You see, these videos all had one thing in common. If you want to be a YouTuber, you have to have a niche. So naturally, I always thought of a niche as being an absolute must. That something to appeal to a specific audience is needed if you're going to start a YouTube channel. And I've never really felt like I'm an expert in something that I could really call my niche. So being a content creator seemed more like a pipe dream. At least, that's what I used to think. Everything changed about 8 or 9 months back, on an ordinary day just like any other for the last 30-something years of my life. This random video popped into my YouTube feed from a channel I had never seen before. I remember watching this one video that was the tipping point for me. It was a video titled "For Those Waiting for Life to Happen" by Life of RZA, which I'm sure many of you have seen, and if you haven't, I highly recommend that you do. I remember watching and just being instantly amazed at how different RZA's content was. From the filming and editing, the music that seemed to perfectly match every scene, to the incredible storytelling that really spoke to me. To quote a couple of the lines from RZA's video, "We can't all just wait around for life to happen to us. We have to seek it. You have to do things. You have to take risks. It's the only way to find out who we really are. And even if we fail, what better way is there to live?" Watching this video got me thinking a lot about the things I had and hadn't done in life, which made me realize I want to be like this. I want to be creative and confident enough to put myself out there. It made me want to take risks and learn to grow. There are so many creative and confident YouTubers that make such amazing and different content, all with such unique styles. This made me realize something. You see, it wasn't the success of these vloggers that I have watched for all these years that I admired. It was the confidence. Then I thought to myself, maybe a niche really isn't as specific or as important as they say. We are all so different, but at the same time, there are still so many people out there that can relate to who we are. So I figured, maybe just being me is my niche. And so I decided that I want to find out how it is I want to document my own life. Because I'm tired of constantly looking back on things and wondering, what if? What if I had actually done the things I wanted to, but didn't because I was too worried about that risk of failure? Instead of feeling like everyone around me is so much further ahead in life while I'm stuck, still trying to figure things out. There are 3 quotes that I've read recently that all really resonated with me, and I feel like they're all pieces of the same puzzle. Now, I had to look up who these quotes were from because I'm not that insightful, so to paraphrase a little, the biggest risk in life is to not take any risks at all. Even if you fail, life goes on. It's when you risk failure that you discover things. I'd rather regret the things I've done than regret the things I've not done. So rather than constantly wasting time watching videos like how to be successful on YouTube, forever wondering if I should start or what I would film and how, I decided to just start and that I would figure out the rest as I go. And who knows, maybe I'll inspire somebody to do the same. Life is an ever-changing series of events and experiences based on the decisions you make along the way. So, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, going to university, changing careers, or any other goals that you might have, ask yourself now, what's worse? Taking the risk even though you might fail? Or looking back in another 5 years and wondering, what if?